My friend, this is Paul Hutchings with PipelineMoney.com, and I wanted to shoot this video to share with you the 15 laws of success and how you can apply them in your home business. Now, one of the things that we did this morning on our morning call is we started to read The Law of Success by Dr. Napoleon Hill, and I issued a challenge to people to memorize these 15 laws. And so this morning in the gym, rather than pushing up my reps and saying 1, 2, 3, I was practicing the memorization of these 15 laws. I was saying definite purpose, confidence, savings, initiative, and leadership. And I was able to memorize these 15 laws. And one of the things that I want to do is, if you haven't yet received this challenge, I challenge you to memorize these laws. We've got to first internalize things before we can really apply them in our lives. And so I want to challenge you to do that. And I'd love to invite you to comment down below, are you willing to accept the challenge? I was able to do it this morning while I was in the gym, right? Might take you shorter, might take you longer, but I bet you can get it done by the end of the day, and I want to challenge you to do that. So what are the 15 laws of success, and what are some quick tips to apply them in your home-based business? Law number 1 is definite purpose, and what I would challenge you to do is set a definite purpose initially that has to do with your freedom. So Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about how you should set a goal initially, a pipeline money goal, to have enough money coming into your bank account on a pipeline basis, which means you don't have to be there managing and bringing in the income. Set an amount that's enough to cover your expenses so that you can then step away from your job and be free. And then once that happens, you can have a bigger definite major purpose, right? But that's where you start. That's law number 1. Law number 2 is self-confidence. How do you develop more self-confidence? Quick tip. There's a self-confidence formula in the book Think and Grow Rich. Repeat that on a daily basis, and I promise you, your confidence will go up. 3, what is law of success number 3? It's the habit of savings. Make sure that you save a portion of all the money you earn in your business, right? Napoleon Hill says this is one of the greatest forms of power, and successful people cannot get around this principle. Save some of what you're earning. Number 4, right? Number 4 is initiative and leadership. How do you show initiative and leadership in your home-based business? Well, instead of waiting to be told what to do, you get up and you do your own research and you go out there and you take action before having to know everything, right? Take action. Take massive action. When you see that something needs to be done, instead of complaining about it, instead of whining about it to the people around you, go get it done yourself, right? Initiative and leadership. Number 5, imagination. How do you apply imagination in your home-based business? Every day you should be visualizing, as am I, my future, right? Whether it's an income amount, whether it's the number of people that you expect to have at the next event, whatever your purpose is, you want to spend some time every day imagining what that looks like. Napoleon Hill says to imagine your ideal self, right? Psycho-cybernetics, Maxwell Maltz talks about the theater of your mind. We got to practice imagination. Those are laws 1 through 5. Now, what's number 6? Enthusiasm. Be excited about what you're doing. Just think about what excites you. For me, pipeline money and freedom excites me, so when I think about that, I get enthusiastic. Number 7, self-control. Right? Sometimes we got to rein it in a little bit. Communication at the right time in the right way. So we don't always want to be pumped up and in people's faces. Sometimes we want to slow it down and listen and ask questions and listen more than we talk, right? That's a way to apply self-control in your business. Number 8, go the extra mile. The habit of doing more than you're paid to do. What would be one way you can do this in your home business? Hold a free conference call or a weekly hangout where you teach some of the stuff you're learning to your prospects and your team. That's a way to go the extra mile. Number 9, pleasing personality. The habit of being agreeable. Compliment people, right? That's one thing you can do. Learn to tell a few jokes, right? Learn to smile. That's pleasing personality. Number 10, accurate thought. How can you apply accurate thought in your home-based business? Well, here's a couple questions. Do you know what the conversion rate on your capture page is? Do you know out of every 100 people that come to your website, how many are going to join, right? These are some of the things that can be tracked, and as we track them and we know them, we're applying accurate thought. Number 11, concentration. What's one way you can apply concentration in your home-based business? Shut the dang Facebook and the email off, for heaven's sakes. There's no need to check that stuff 10 or 15 times a day. How about having a time set aside once a day to check Facebook and email so that you can concentrate on the task at hand. Cooperation is law number 12. How do you practice cooperation? How about having a vision for your team? How about having a vision for the future that you can get people to buy into, that includes them, that you must have their help in the achievement of, right? That's a way to get cooperation in your business. So concentration, cooperation. 13 is failure, right? Remember, Napoleon Hill said, with every apparent setback lies the seed of an equal or greater advantage. Failure is never failure as long as we gain the lesson. When you lose, don't lose the lesson too, right? Heard that from a great home business leader. So we've got concentration, cooperation, failure. Tolerance is law number 14. How do you apply tolerance in your home-based business? Here's a tip. Don't have to be right all the time. Be like water, right? Like Bruce Lee says. Water goes down like a stream. It goes down a mountain, and it picks up the sticks and the debris that are willing to work with it, and the rocks that just stand there and they're firm. You know, the people that they just want to fight and argue and bicker, right? The water just goes around them and lets those rocks stay there and continues on downhill, picking up the sticks and the other stuff that's willing to flow with the water. That's one way to have tolerance, right? And the last law of success, number 15, is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Just treat people the way that you would want to be treated. Be kind, compliment people, lift people up, recognize people on your team. This is a great way to practice the golden rule. When you see someone that does something well, sponsors a new customer, upload a picture of them, right? Blast it out on Facebook. Blast it out in your team groups. Let them know that you're seeing what they're doing, and that's really doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, and it'll go a long way. So my friend, hope you've enjoyed this little video on how to apply the 15 laws of success in your home-based business. If you want to learn more about what I do and my vision for the future, my vision is to free 100 people a year, every year. Eventually, that's where I'm headed. You can visit my website at pipelinemoney.com. But whatever you do, comment down below. Let me know if you're committed to memorizing these laws, and let me know once they're complete. I promise you this will impact your life in a very, very positive way. Thanks for watching. This is Paul Hutchings signing out. Make it a great day, and bye for now.